Hey, welcome to What Sold This Week on Thrift Seeker. My name is Joel. I was going to do these on Mondays, but now I'm going to do these on Wednesdays. So this week, week 12 of my progress in building a full-time income from a clothing reselling business on eBay and Poshmark. This week's sales will cover from last Monday, November the 22nd, to yesterday, November the 30th. Over that period, I sold 14 items and had total sales just under $330. It was $329.97. My total profit for the week was $151.68, which is less than the previous week, but I suspect that since it was Thanksgiving week in the US, that not too many people were looking to shop. Also, I wasn't listing new stuff for most of that week. I took some of that week off, so that probably slowed down my sales as well. But regardless, we can just jump right into the 14 items that I sold. The first item I sold is this Timbuk2 classic messenger bag. This brand is a really good brand of messenger bag. I found this bag at a local thrift store and it only cost $2.99. And I figured that since this thing retails for well over $70, depending on the model, and this looked like one of the better models of the messenger bag. It's very customizable. So I got it for $3 and then I listed it for $30 plus shipping, and it sold for full price, which was $42.90. Taking out everything that went into it, total profit for that bag was $22.43. So I figured that was a pretty good buy. It actually had one flaw on the handle. Part of the handle was coming off of the seam. So I noted that, and I definitely could have gotten more if it was in pristine condition. And that bag was listed for 33 days. This next thing I sold is a Banana Republic wool dress pants. Found this at the bins, and that day this thing costed me 60 cents, which was a pretty good find. I was kind of lazy in getting it listed because I had a bunch of other things that I wanted to do first, but I ended up listing it. It sold 3 days later for $21.95, including shipping, and everything else taken out. Profit was $9.22. Next thing I sold, also from the bins, Goodwill bins. It's an oversized Zara shirt dress, all black, with buttons down the front that kind of look like a cross if you include the pocket buttons as well. I put it up for $28.95, including shipping, and it sold the next day, full price. So total profit on that was $13.41. This next item is a J. Crew down puffer vest, fully insulated in a coral pinkish color. I thought that this would sell a lot faster than it did, but I got it at the bins for $1.11, and it was listed for 37 days. Total listing price was $28.70, including shipping. Maybe I had it listed too high. I had it originally for $32.95, I believe, but I believe I got an offer for it, $19.75, and I figured it's been sitting for more than a month, so I did take that offer. Total selling price, including shipping, was $28.70, and total profit on that was $13.56. This next item was a mistake pickup. It's a Rockin' Republic V-neck sweater for men, XXL size. I liked how it looked, but I guess it's a little too basic. I did pick it up for $5.75 at a local Goodwill. Not the bins. I did get the brand mixed up with another brand, which is a better brand called Rock Revival. This one, Rock and Republic, is not as good. It's a lower brand. Bit of a mistake on my part. It was listed for 44 days, and it ended up selling for $15 on Poshmark. This is one of the 3 items this week that sold on Poshmark. The rest sold on eBay. So it sold for $15. And my total profit on that was $6.25. Next item is a hooded sweater by a brand, Sparrow. which is sold at Anthropologie. I like the mustard yellow color of it, and I like the open knit texture on it. I got it at the bins for 61 cents, and it was listed for 20 days before it sold for $19.95, including shipping. Total profit on that, $11.41. Next item is a pair of buckle denim jeans in the Stella line, a bit distressed. I got it at a local Goodwill for $7.50. I kind of got it as an experiment. I wasn't really sure. I think it was my first buckle pickup and didn't expect it to sell for too high, but I have heard that the buckle jeans have a bit of a following, so I grabbed it figuring I could double or maybe triple my money very quickly. This one was listed for 5 days before it sold for $28.91. In the end, I did get $7.68 profit, so I did basically double my money on that. This next item is a sweater by Ralph Lauren. I forget if it's a full lamb's wool or just a lamb's wool blend, but I like the color and I like the cable knit pattern on it. So I picked it up at the bins for $1.10, and this one sat for a long time. It took 58 days to sell, and the reason is that there was a bit of discoloration on it that I didn't catch when I was at the bins, and I did mention it in the listing, and I did price it low accordingly, but I think that it could have sold for higher and it would have sold faster if I priced it higher, but because it was priced at $10.95, it's almost suspiciously low. But in the end, it did sell for $15.90, and total profit on that was $8. Next item I sold is a lightweight Gap cowl neck sweater, and I just liked how this one looked. I saw it at the bins. It is pretty plain, it is pretty basic, but since I picked it up at the bins, I figured I only spent $1.32 on it. It's so cheap and it was very light, so I just threw it in my cart. And this one actually sold in 18 days for $17.90, and I made $7.63 on that. This next one I was pretty excited to find at the bins. It was a Marmot pre-sip pair of rain hiking pants. Got it at the bins for $1.16, and I thought it might sell for more, or it's possible that I underpriced it because it did sell next day. This one is the second item I sold on Poshmark this week, and it sold for $20. So taking out the Poshmark fee and the cost of goods, I made $14.84 on that one, which is not bad at all. Next item, a men's Columbia V-neck sweater. I got this at my local Goodwill, and it cost $6.99, which is a lot more than I normally want to pick up a sweater for. But it was 100% Shetland wool, and it was Columbia brand, so I figured it might sell better than I expected it to. Unfortunately, it did not sell that well. I had it listed for about $20 plus shipping, and then I had a 20% markdown on it for my entire store, so that made it about $16. And then I got an offer for it for $10, and I figured I was unhappy about picking this up. After the fact, I had some remorse because I spent $7 on it, and I realized that I probably wasn't going to get too much, so I figured I just wanted to move it and get it out of my inventory, and so I can stop feeling bad about it. I accepted the $10 offer. It sold for $14.95 minus the COGS, minus shipping. I made $1.11 on that one. Possibly my worst sell to this day. So you live and you learn, you make mistakes, but it is what it is. Next thing I sold is a Woolrich button-up shirt. The reason I picked this one up at my local thrift store is that it was sized large tall, and tall things tend to sell fast for me. It costs $3.99. It has a flannel texture, but this thing sat around for 47 days. before selling. I took a $10 offer yesterday, and then with shipping, it sold for a total of $18.95. I shipped it out, taking everything out. It was $3.57 in profit. 2 more items left. J. Crew Oxford ankle boots. This I picked up at a local Goodwill for $7.47. It sat around for a long time because I had a lot of clothes that I wanted to get listed and photographed. So a lot of my shoes were sitting by the wayside for a while. But I finally, last week, decided to get those photographed, get those listed. And I had this one listed for $35 on Poshmark and eBay. But this one sold on Poshmark 2 days after I listed it. Full price, no offer or anything. So taking out Poshmark fee, a profit of $20.53. And what I'm finding is that I really like selling shoes on Poshmark rather than eBay because the $8 flat rate shipping on Poshmark for up to 5 pounds. So it doesn't really eat too much into profits. And so the profits on shoes tend to be a lot better for me if they end up selling on Poshmark. This last item that I sold this week is a vintage Peanuts Snoopy Woodstock holiday sweatshirt. And I did sell this one a few weeks ago actually, but the buyer ended up returning it because they said it was too small. I guess it had vintage sizing and it's labeled as a medium, but I guess it's more like a small. I did not know that, even though I had measurements in the listing and everything. But I had it listed for $20 and then the markdown down to $16. It's good that I got it from the bins for 60 cents and then it sold for $20.91, giving a total profit of $12.04. And that's it. That's everything I sold this week. So again, I sold 14 items, total sales of $330, total profit of $151.68. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel. Don't feel obligated, it's fine if you don't. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.